While I had so much fun last week not writing the intro, I'm sharing with you our bullet points. This is our intro. So from there, we're going to have to figure out how to end or start or what to say, because it was just weird last week, and I thought it'd just be weird again. So here we go. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. This week's episode, I don't feel like writing the lead-in.
And I start a rant about how certain people are unbelievable idiots. And guess who those people are? They're Subaru engineers.
Or they're the person who drained the transmission fluid out of his car thinking it was oil. Don't know who that is. Don't know show. And then I talk about my first Florida trip, which was fun. And that's why I have a dinosaur behind me. And then we talk about my second Florida trip coming up.
And of course, we actually had a bunch of fun people to chat with. And we wanted to say thank you to all of our Twitch viewers.
Yes. And since we're saying thank you to all of our Twitch viewers, let's say thank you to all of our YouTube viewers.
I think I see where you're going with this. So what we should probably do is also thank all of our podcast listeners.
Yes, we should, because now you're all part of our family. And thanks to Casey Marie, part of our New Zealand family, we know a new word for family. We know the Hawaiian word for family is ohana. And now we know the New Zealand word for family.
Whanau. And you know what else?
Pardon me?
Whanau.
Oh, okay.
You know what else? Guess what else? Guess what else?
Scott's going to tell us.
Is back!
Yay! Welcome to the Don't Know Show, featuring What Happened to the World Today. Now, if you want to find us, you got to search, quote, Don't Know Show, close quotes. Oh, you got to put the word the Don't Know Show in quotes, and bam, it pops up right away. So that's how you can find us. But I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, podcast, live Twitch stream, and insanity.
And whatever else we can think of. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday night where the weather has gone crazy. We want you to like, subscribe, watch all the other stuff. Go down to whathappened.world. But I did some traveling, which we'll talk about in the show.
Okay.
And the weather is nuts.
Did it rain alligators?
It rained like crazy when I flew in on Thursday. There was a thunderclap so loud that I we don't have that out here in Vegas. The thunder is not that loud.
Right.
But this thing hit so that I said, that hit something. I remember that from living in the meth. That hit something. One of the guys at the conference I was at said, the lightning hit our building this morning. I go, was it about 6:45 a.m.? Because I heard it. I mean, it was loud. It's not just the thunderclap, but it's the thunderclap, the snap, and the bang.
And it's even cooler when all the hair on your arm stands up.
Yeah, it wasn't close to me, so that's not cool. That is not cool when it's that close. That makes sense?
Yes.
But we're going to talk about what's going on in the world today, including the pictures behind us. And that's what Scott was talking about. Was it raining alligators? Little story about that alligator right there. They did not get footage of it. However, one of the other guys has his golf ball and there's barely a mark on the golf ball. So you can't really tell. So it's not like a cool story that way, but he hit the golf ball over there where that alligator was. The alligator did come out, grab the golf ball, but then spit it out.
Oh,
how cool is that?
Did he spit it out into the cup? So it was like a hole in one.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. No, he's nowhere near. That was like a really
that's a robotic shot. Alligator. There's no way he would have done that.
So they went to get the golf ball because of the fact that that's a pretty cool story, but they did not get the cell phones out fast enough to get any footage at all. So I was like, oh man. But what a cool story.
What was your excuse?
I was nowhere near this. I didn't see it.
I thought you took the picture. You just
No. That was the alligator we saw.
Okay.
Before, and they said, what hole was that? And I go, that's the alligator. He brings out the ball. He goes, so okay. It happened in a foursome that we weren't with at least 20 minutes past that. Am I out of the way so you can see that thing?
Well, sort of. Now we can see its tail. Before we can see its head. So if you just stick the two together, you get an alligator.
You get a head and tail. Oh, you know what I need? A green towel like you put over your face.
I don't put a green towel. I put a green mug. See? Green mug.
Here we go.
Green mug.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty cool. See that? It looks like it's a good 7-footer, 7.5 footer. I
couldn't tell because the tail didn't go all the way out, but yes, that's about the length of it. That's about the extent of it.
There you go. Yeah.
I knew
they do get larger, but that's full grown adult right there.
Yeah, and they just hang out and sun themselves, and
mostly
pretty much leave you alone because they're just out sunning yourself, and they don't go after you unless you go after them.
You bother them, and then you become their food.
I was in no hurry to go after and bother him. So
now sometimes if you throw them a whole chicken or turkey or something, they're happy, and then they really like you, but they still don't.
Yeah,
you don't want to get that close.
Yeah, that's what I should have had. Raw chicken out there, carrying around raw chicken. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have in my golf bag.
Oh, yeah, especially when it's warm out. That would smell good.
Yeah. Thank you. No. No, I am not Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
I just can't get comfortable, man. So jet lag is a real thing.
You keep telling yourself that.
I'm out of sync. Well, that plus one of the things I posted, God love these people, but they were out till 3 a.m. and then got up the next day.
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore. I could not have stayed out till 3 a.m. Then I had to get up at 6, change hotels, and then get back over to the other hotel by the half hour away. I had to move hotels because I was getting ready for my flight the next day. Get back to the hotel by 10:30 so I could get to the golf course by 11 because it was an hour away, drive hour away to get to the golf course. Beautiful golf course, although they were letting it go dormant for the season. So it's a little different. So like here in Vegas, we do what's called overseed. And overseed is a process where they let the grass die.
Right.
I guess they kind of let it go. Then they plug it and rake it, and then they reseed it. They throw seed over the top. They don't rip all the thing. Well, in Florida, they let the grass die. They pull the grass completely off and lay out new grass, and it grows. And they're closed for about 90 days. So during overseed, they're only closed for about 2 weeks. So you're playing on dead grass for like 4 weeks. Then you're closed for 2 weeks. And then when you come back, it's cart path only for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they do that. I have pictures I was going to pull up and show those.
Yeah, because here at the end of the season, they do the plugs and then they sprinkle seed. So that's it.
Yeah, it's called overseed. So let me click these 2 buttons. That was kind of funny too. During the conference, we were using Zoom, and anytime someone shared like a video or something, says, make sure you check the 2 buttons on the bottom, share sound and optimize for video. And everybody's going, do you really need to do that? I go, yes. They say share sound and they say optimize for video clip. Make sure you do those 2 things. Like, how do you know that exactly? I'm like, because I love to Scott all the time to share. Right. So that says St. Petersburg.
Yes, it is. I recognize that.
I don't know. That's cool, right?
Yes, it is.
Wait, you got to zoom out to go to the next one now? Really?
A lot of them are like that. If it's like on your cell phone, if you zoom your cell phone pictures, you can't move them until you bring them back to normal.
And then I walked to dinner on my first night there on Wednesday night. That's when I flew in Wednesday. And they had this shuffleboard thing. I mean, I posted this on
yes, you did.
Social media. Scott commented on. Thank you, Scott. So that's why you need to like and subscribe. Find our other social media. Since Meta owns Facebook and Instagram, it goes on both. So get with it, people.
Yes.
But yeah, and then there's the Coliseum, just like in LA. No, not as big.
I was going to say that's not very big,
but kind of cool looking. You can rent that out. And then this is the other side of the shuffleboard court, and it's the St. Petersburg Chess Club. How cool is that? So they had some tables outside, but nobody was playing chess.
I've actually seen pictures of that place when they do the outdoor chess where the pieces are like the size of children.
Oh, no, it wasn't that big. No, they had tables set up like where you do like speed stuff in the park. what they had set. They didn't have the big one set. But then there's St. Petersburg Lawn Bowling Club. And apparently lawn bowling is not as popular as shuffleboard at night.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And then Scott said, hey, where's the pickleball courts? And I'm like, you know what? I did not see any of them in St. Petersburg proper.
Now, this is what I find really interesting. This pickleball, for those of you who don't know, is the rage, but it's more popular with people over 50. Not that younger people don't play it. It's an incredibly good workout without being crazy, like trying to actually play tennis when you're in your 60s.
Well, you don't have to run as far.
Right.
You know, there's no running from side. It's a much tighter game. It's a much tighter game. But yeah, and then there's all this cool art deco kind of stuff, like the Avalon Hotel, nice little boutique hotel there. And then I went into the tap room.
Those look almost nummy. Belgian beer.
What do you mean almost?
I'm making sure that that's cheese before I said it was really looking nummy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you were on the right track. It's cauliflower.
Yeah, that's what I said. Almost good. Told you.
But it was nummy. It was good. And then there's the tap room. That's where I sat, the bar, kind of cool, you know. You know, they're eating by myself. This was over at one of the other. I mean, just the artwork is kind of cool, right? The little dolphins. Yes. You got the sundial. You got a dolphin jumping out of the fountain, then dolphins swimming, and then down the walkway. Kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's Ruth Chris across the way, and then they were having a 10K run, and God love these firefighters trying to get that flag up, but it was windy.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can. I got to get. There you go. He's leaning into it. Look at that.
You bet.
He's like, hey.
Like, dude, I might need help here.
Yeah. So they were like,
But I'm a firefighter. I'm man to man. I do manly things, and sheep, they are afraid.
Yep. But it was called the Heroes Run. So that's why I had the flag out there.
Ah, that makes sense.
And then some nice little boats. There were some nice yachts out there. I should have taken pictures of those. This is the St. Petersburg Yacht Club.
Were any of the Russian Ogliarts
like a ship
yachts out there?
Where what? No, I didn't see any confiscated ones. I didn't see any with yellow tape around them. Yeah. Confiscated, yeah. Keep off.
You know how many rolls of tape they would need to go around one of those things?
Yeah.
They're freaking huge.
I know. But this is pretty cool, right? You know, look at all the little, you got all the little restaurants on the bottom. You got people living above. That's kind of it's very cool down there. Like St. Petersburg's pretty cool. So this is at night. Looks good, right?
You do.
There's a museum here or some kind of artwork.
Ansel
Adams and Clyde. So you know who Ansel Adams is, right?
I definitely have heard that name, but I do not recall.
Photographer, mostly nature photography.
Okay, that makes sense.
A lot of black and whites. But I just thought I thought Ansel would appreciate the fact I did the light thingy. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know see that.
If I turned it black and white, he would have probably liked it more. I have no idea what that boat is with the booms hanging out like that.
Those are outriggers for fishing.
Is he fishing through the bay there? I think this was going out to the ocean. Yeah, this is the ocean
I would
side.
say he's going out. Yeah, he hasn't started fishing, but that's what those are for.
Okay, well, I thought they had them up before they went out, but whatever. But this is the Skyway Bridge there, which is really, really cool. It's one of them cool bridges with the single pole with the. I couldn't get a good shot of it while I was on it, and I couldn't get a good shot of it from the side because there were no side views unless you were on a boat.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
But the ocean is where we're looking out towards the ocean from the bay there. So let's see. How do I get to the next? There we go. Then there's my friend, the alligator.
Hi, alligator.
And then that's me with my luggage, getting my luggage back. See, Tampa, St. Pete.
Yeah, there's no luggage on there, though.
Well, yeah, I just want to get Tampa, St. Pete. Tampa, St. Pete. And that's it. So that was fun, but the weather was beautiful down there, 72. And then it snowed by you.
Yep.
What? How? What?
It only accumulated on the hot tub roof, the vehicle roofs, and my deck. Everything else was, and the grass.
Yeah.
But, it was pretty much gone. Well, I shouldn't say that. Some of it lasted most of the day in the shady areas. Because the shady areas haven't completely thawed yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
it's shady. That's why it's called shady. Yeah, I don't really trust it. Kind of shady.
Exactly. So, but yeah, it was pretty weird going from beautiful 70-degree weather to, you know, like right now, I think it's, well, I can tell you, it is.
It is. Everybody get up.
It's up to 30 degree. Oh no, that was at 5 o'clock. So I bet you it's down again.
Refresh. Let's see. So we're 86.
28.
No, that's at 4:30 p.m. So let me see what it is really. It's 84. Wooddale, where Jeannie lives, just outside of Chicago West, 30 degrees.
Yep, we're 28. So yeah,
St. Louis is 45. Pittsburgh's 27. It's crazy.
So yeah, this was it strengthened as it was coming in. So when I first was paying attention to the weekend, when I hooked up my hoses, it was supposed to be a little weak system coming in, and then it changed its mind. So
you want to know the funny part?
Yes, please.
My sister was down in Naples the same time I was. She was there the whole week.
Okay.
She just got back. So I'm going to text her because she got home and enjoy the cold and snow.
Well, you know what I enjoyed more than the cold and snow?
What's that?
The donuts in the picture behind me.
Yeah, they got snow on them.
This is my second favorite donut. It is a raised Bismarck. Filled with Holland cream, Vienna cream, buttercream, vanilla icing, and chocolate across it. My favorite is a raised ring, chocolate frosting, and white buttercream in the middle. They call them honeymooners, but they almost never make them that way.
Why do they call them honeymoons?
What do you get when you... Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to do that anymore. But I have no idea.
But even that joke doesn't make sense, when you think about it. I mean, it's a good joke, but it doesn't make sense.
I have no idea. It's like, I'm assuming that it has something to do with the round thing and it looks like a moon, but it doesn't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. I was just, sometimes like Bismarcks. Why are Bismarcks called Bismarcks?
Because when you fill them full of jellies, which is what Bismarcks or custards or whatever.
Right.
And you try to float them, they sink like the Bismarck.
Right. But yeah. Is that really why they're called Bismarcks?
No. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you fell for that. That was
my joke too. Cause it was like, cause you're supposed to dunk them and you sink like the Bismarck.
Right.
So why?
You got to remember that most of these pastries started in foreign countries, so they have different names. It's probably how it translated.
Why are Bismarcks called that?
What did it say, Steve?
Bismarck is named in honor of Germany's Iron Chancellor, Prince Baron Otto Edward Leopold von Bismarck Schoenstein, famous Greek statesman from Prussia, serving in the first chancellor. What? All right, whatever.
So, but anywho's, considering that we're already 15 minutes into the show, I suppose we should get into our show
capital
subjects.
North Dakota's namesake. Bismarck incorrectly Bismarck. Food reference. Bismarck is a jelly-filled donut that Berlin has been famous for, dating back to at least the early 1800s. It is known as the Berlin donut or Long John. Huh.
Bismarcks are round, Long Johns are long. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, they can't. Again, it's another one of those things that nobody knows the origin of. Great.
Yeah.
So the Don't Know show isn't the only people who don't know anything. The internet doesn't know either.
Don't know nothing.
All right.
Who else don't know nothing?
Scott is again on some sort of agenda to where there's a bunch of plenty subjects and he's like, we got to get through them all. We put them all in. We put all the bullet points there. So we have to get to them.
Well, this one's important because it pissed me off today.
Well, all right, then up through maybe possibly through the positive genuinity message, Scott and I are going to talk about things that make you go, son of a. All right. So I
actually was listening to something where the guy was doing he was doing a YouTube video about working on vehicles.
Whoops.
And he would keep saying, you know, you did this so you don't F up.
Uh-oh.
F this, F that. Like,
Scott's going to have bad connection there. You have a bad connection, notice?
Not yet. Everything's working smoothly on my end.
We are really in a bad connection, notice.
You are freezing up, not me.
Yeah, I know, but you freeze up too. So let's go back to.
There it is. Your internet connection is unstable.
Yeah. So videos. What now? What about the videos you're watching?
It was about a mechanic, and he kept saying, instead of saying the F word, he just said F this, F that, which was kind of funny. So,
well, that's the technical name for the part. And remember, the engineer did not design it wrong. You just installed it wrong. But then again, the engineer is only engineering the part on the part, not putting it into the part it's got to go into. So, yeah, there's plenty of videos of engineering things gone wrong, doors opening in the toilets.
Right.
They did weird stuff like that. But so tell me read your subject and then go into it, because then you can get all the hate mail. All
right. As I have told you and many people, we love Susie Subaru Foresters. We have our third one now. Okay. However, I will tell you right now, Subaru engineers are freaking idiots.
Whoop-de-doo. Don't get that reference?
Whoop-de-doo?
Don't you remember that commercial, that whole campaign they did? Whoop-de-doo for my Subaru.
No.
That was a whole campaign with them.
Probably on your part of the world, not on ours.
No, in the Midwest. That's how old it is.
Oh, okay. It was, well, whatever. But anyway, while you're looking that up, let me explain something. Our Susie's car had a 2-year maintenance program on it. So for the first 2 years of owning it, we got free oil changes, tire rotations, blah, 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 blah. It all ran out. Okay. Now I've been changing oil since I was a kid. Changing oil is a very simple process. Well, it used to be a very simple process. Is that better?
You have not watched enough YouTube videos to find out that is not accurate anymore.
Yeah. Well, anywho's, I jacked up the car, got my drain thing under there, climbed underneath the car. I see the drain plug. There's only one drain plug. Really easy to see. Put the pan on there, drained it, put it back in there, went up there, poured, all the new oil into the thing. And then today, I should say I did this on Saturday. And then today, when we went to go get into town, started up Susie's car, put it in gear, it made funny noises and didn't go anywhere.
You drained the transmission fluid.
I drained the transmission oil because that's the only thing that's visible. You have to actually jack up the car twice as high as normal, climb underneath with a long screwdriver, put it up in a hole, and unscrew some kind of a freaking cover that covers the drain for the oil. Now, why the hell wouldn't you have the transmission, which you're never supposed to drain? Why wasn't that covered? And
so how bad did you damage your vehicle?
Well, we don't think we did because it didn't go anywhere. And according to my brother, since we didn't go anywhere, we just put it in gear. It didn't. There wasn't enough thing to make whatever the automatic transmission does. The fluid pushes it together and make it work, right? So, and we didn't try to go anywhere. As soon as it did the nose, I immediately stopped, put it in gear, and shut the car off. So Jay says we should be fine. But
did you put fluid into it, and then did it work? Did you put the right fluid into it?
You can't put fluid into it from the top of the car. You have to go underneath the vehicle and put the fluid in there. And guess what? There's no room. You have to have the right tools to do it.
So you're having it towed to the dealership to get it fixed.
Oh, I just got to know from my brother. They still haven't. He's been at the emergency clinic and they still haven't gotten to him.
Oh, that's not good.
No, he's been there since 5 o'clock.
He's got a finger that's off.
Yeah. Well, I remember how long I told you we sat there when I had.
Yeah, but it's a finger. There's a time limit on that.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God, that's not good.
Unbelievable. But anywho's,
that's not good.
I just do not understand how the one thing that you're not supposed to take off is the only thing you can see. When you go
you're
to
not
change
supposed to
oil,
work on your vehicle anymore.
Well, that's what they want. They don't want you to do anything yourself anymore.
Change transmission fluid.
So I found a video.
What vehicle?
2019 Subaru Forester. Found this awesome video, and the guy says, the reason I'm showing you this is because I undid this, and it cost me over $200 to get it repaired.
Oh, you have the video?
Yes.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Well, I don't have it on the computer. I have it on my phone.
So all right. So that's no good.
But anywho,
so here's how you change the transmission fluid on a Forester. It was easy like this, right? Right? Big open exposed thing. You just loosen it up and it all drains out.
No.
You didn't know the difference between an oil pan and a transmission pan? That's what you did, right?
There was only, no, it's different than that.
Oh, all right. Well, this is 2017. This is for the transmission fluid.
There. This is, see where he's cleaning that right there?
Yeah.
That's where I undid the bolt because that looks like an oil pan drain. Or oil pan drain.
Yeah, that's the transmission fluid.
The top one is the where you
there and there. Yeah, you see them?
Yes.
Yeah. And there's how you fill it. You need a syringe.
Well,
how cool is that?
Plunger, but yeah.
So there you go. So you can refill it.
Yes.
You can go buy that plunger.
But Jay was supposed to come up here and help me because there's another way to do it without that tool, but it takes 2 people.
Well, when you pour it down a hose on a funnel?
Correct.
Yeah, like a beer bong. You're gonna give
that's exactly right.
You're gonna give your Subaru a beer bong.
Yep. Because one person has to stand on the side of the vehicle and
right.
pour it slowly into the funnel while the other person is underneath, and then they yell at you when it starts to come out and you stop pouring it in.
Right. And yeah, well, you don't have anybody up there that can help you do that.
Well, believe it or not, he did volunteer.
Yeah.
So, but Susie's going to have to take my truck to work tomorrow. Hey, Mrs. Casey Marie's here. Yay!
Subaru beer bong. That's a hashtag, isn't it? Subaru beer bong.
Yeah, you started it. So yeah, everyone's going to go with it.
Yeah, that's funny.
And everybody knows that people in New Zealand don't know anything about beer. They don't even drink alcohol in New Zealand.
Yeah. Hey, Casey Marie. How's things going? Haven't talked to you for a while. It's good.
I was expecting to make a smart ass comment about me saying that they don't drink it out in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So, well, of course, there is a little bit of a delay by the time it comes across the chat screen. So she probably was typing that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, I am.
Hey, check out the donuts behind me. Don't those look nummy?
Look, there it is. We got a wimpy alligator.
He goes,
here.
Baha, what in the world? We don't drink. That's all
like
we
the
do.
Crocodiles. Yeah, not like the crocodiles. Yeah, we drink.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So anyway, you already did your Florida trip highlights, or you got more?
Well, here, I don't know if this is right.
I'm done ranting, by the way. It made me feel good to get it off my chest.
Who doesn't think four-wheel drive is only for the rich? We present the open-back Subaru Brat, America's lowest price four-wheel drive fun car, and the Subaru.
Look at that price.
America's lowest
price
four-wheel drive.
I almost bought one of those.
Both go from front to four-wheel drive.
I want a car for that.
And both get more miles per gallon.
Look, and back then we were still getting 21 to 31.
Subaru hatchback and the
ridiculous.
Subaru no back.
Where's the whoop-de-doo for my Subaru? That's what I was looking for.
Leone 4WD.
Ooh, that's a cool looking Subaru.
I thought we agreed you'd buy a Subaru. But Dad,
I did.
The Subaru XT Coupe, chosen the 1986 M.
Well, I can't find the whoop-de-doo.
Relationship with the cars. They love them, but they don't always treat them right. Yet amazingly, over 90% of all Subarus registered since 1974 are still on the road.
I can't find the whoop-de-doo for my Subaru commercial.
That'll learn you. I should stop allowing sharing. You just do all that.
I just do it just to mess you up. But where are the show subjects? There they are. So I want to talk about the bad things about coming back from Florida. So this morning, I wake up and I'm on my way to go to the airport because I got to leave early. So I'm up after getting in at midnight, getting to sleep around 1 o'clock. I've got to be up by 5 o'clock to get to the airport. And I wake up and I get a text from Turo. So I was very excited because on Turo, they had 3 of these vans that were bigger. Since there's going to be 6 of us on a golf trip, a regular minivan doesn't quite work, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because you got 6 golf clubs in the hard cases.
Yes.
So I'm like, all right, so I got this van. The guy canceled it on me 1 week away due to a safety issue. So now the other ones that were gone at that price point were also gone. So I had to pay $500 more for the week, maybe $600 more for the week. It was like $600 more for the week to get a different van because it's short supply now because I booked so far in advance.
Right.
So I realized the one disadvantage of Toro is you only have that one vehicle. So now if I'm going like with my wife somewhere, just the two of us, or wife and kids, and I'm just going to rent like, let's say a Model X. There's more of those you can rent, right?
Right.
But not necessarily. So the disadvantage of Toro is if you get canceled on, you may not be able to get a vehicle at the price because obviously the closer it is to the time, the vehicles that are left are the more expensive ones. Or if it's high demand, there's not going to be any left.
Correct. It makes perfect sense.
So I was like, So that's what I wake up to, and I can't do anything about it because I've got to get my Lyft ride and get all my stuff packed and get to the airport and then go to the airport. And then while you're sitting at the airport waiting for a plane, there's not enough time to look through everything and price it out and see what they have at the rental car places and all that. So I finally I got another van, but cost me, like I said, $600 more. So, and Turo goes, we canceled it, but we'll help you out. You know, they helped me out. They sent me back to the webpage and said, pick a new car. And here's the money that you paid up to this point. I'm not exactly sure how that's helping me out. Like they could have waived their fees for the whatever was additional.
Right.
You know, so I'm going to have to call them and go, hey, you guys need to waive your fees for whatever's additional or give me some kind of credit on a future rental. You know, that's kind of horseshit.
Yep.
So I don't want to give you a bad review and I'm not going to blackmail you. However, this is what happened to me. So make it right and I'll be happy. Then
if you're happy and you know it, you'll clap your hands.
Yeah. Then my, as I didn't time this really well, I'm there for a partner conference. I fly back Sunday night today. Then I fly back to Orlando on Saturday. So I'll be at work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then fly right back. So I got the same Lyft driver that I had from going to the new hotel. And as I'm leaving, she goes, you should have found a place to leave your golf clubs here for the 5 days. So I'm like, where were you yesterday? Why didn't you, when I had time to think about that? I mean, I did golf and I was out till midnight, so it would have been hard to get it somewhere. But yeah, I could have figured out some way, like my brother-in-law to come pick it up or something, that I wouldn't have had to fly back and forth with the, I mean, it didn't cost me anything because I'm on Southwest. Right. Unfortunately, they let that fly free. However, it would have been nice, you know, if I could have left them there or if I could have just worked out of the office down there for 5 days. But I didn't time it very well. So I'm going to try and stay on Florida time. But yeah, getting there and being 3 hours different, kind of weird.
Yeah.
When you got to wake up at 6 a.m. to meet all your stuff, that's 3 a.m. Vegas time.
Right.
And then, like I said, these guys,
which is when I should be going to bed.
I'm not 30 anymore. But they were staying out. These guys are troopers, man. They were like, you know, till 3 a.m. They're, you know, I'm like,
you make it so hard to behave myself.
I'm doing midnight, and then I'm up at 3 a.m. I can't go up 3 a.m. and get up at 6.
Dude,
can't do that anymore.
Man, I was running bus runs, taking 2 hours sleep, plowing snow, taking a couple hours of sleep and going back to work.
You're a stud. I couldn't do the 3 hour thing. I couldn't do it.
Trust me, there's a point where it hits you and then you're like,
well, it hit me because it was all on top of daylight saving time change for 1 week, then Florida time, which is another 3 hours. And then, I have no idea. My eyes are burning. That's all I can say.
Well, it could be worse.
So, yeah, so that was fun. But It looks like you're panicking here.
I'm not panicking, but it is that time.
Yeah, that's what I said. It looks like you're panicking.
No, it's just that the way everything's set up, if we do it at a different time, I have to do a lot of moving on the screen.
A lot of moving on the screen. Then just stop doing it.
For the editing.
Yeah, I guess then just stop doing it. That works too.
I suppose I could, but I've been in the habit of doing it. It's hard to stop doing it.
Just delete the little caption that comes up and go for it. So, yeah, there are easier ways to drag that around too. But it is halftime, and it's time for Scott Thomas to come on. Time for Scott Thomas to leave.
Bye.
Fun guy, the entertainer, to come on.
Hello.
And give us our genuine positivity message.
What? Am I the same person? Really?
No, you are.
Yeah. What am I, Steve? Exactly what am I?
Trying to say it by being politically correct. You're a man with two minds.
Yes, but I'm not a psychopath. Or is that the right thing? No. What's
You're not a psychopath.
Schizophrenic.
You're not bipolar. You're not.
Yeah.
You don't have multiple. You have multiple personalities. You have multiple personality disorder. But there's more than just the two of you. How many voices are in that head? Right, exactly. That's what I mean. So,
all right. Anywho's, the genuine positivity message of the day. Just because the world has gone wacky doesn't mean that you can't be goofy. It just means you're still able to enjoy life while the wackos are ruining theirs.
Yeah, and that was very topical since I was just in Florida.
Yes.
Isn't there a character, wacko, a Disney character?
I sort of remember a duo of somebody
like the cousins or something.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that was Disney per se.
Yeah, this guy. What's this guy's? What's this guy from? Right there. Wacko was always the goofy one. Animaniacs. The Animaniacs.
Wasn't there
Wacko?
Wasn't one of Bozo's sub clowns called Wacko?
No. The Animaniacs. That's who it was.
Okay.
The Don't Know Show knows that. Wacko the clown. No, there's Wizzo. Who was Marshall Brodeen.
Wizzo, yeah.
That was Marshall Brodeen. You know who Marshall Brodeen is, right? Magician.
Yes.
He came up with the TV magic cards, made those famous.
Right.
Marshall Brodeen and the TV magic cards.
Yeah. No, you saw was his hands in commercials all the time.
So because I carried my backpack with me and had my computer with me at midnight in a club.
You look so sexy to all those hot women.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. Ooh, they were all over my. Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah.
But I have a deck of cards, and I did some magic tricks, and the bar got quiet and watched me perform.
There you go. See?
So I had people from the other tables coming checking it out. So that was kind of fun. So mind blown.
It's been 30, maybe even 40 years since I've done any magic stuff.
Yeah, I did the good ones. I did my favorite one, which is the Queens on Top trick, where I shuffle the deck, hand it to somebody, and they manipulate the cards from there, create 4 piles, put cards on top of different piles, whatever they want. And I go, and I always have a woman do it. And I go, whatever every time I've done this trick, whenever the women handle a card, the women always come up top, and I'm standing away. I'm going, now remember, I shuffle the cards. I gave them to you. You cut them. You put cards on whatever pile you wanted to put on. Go ahead and turn over the top card on every deck. And when they turn over the top card on every pile, it's queen. And they're like, no way.
Wait.
They're like, how'd you do that? I go, I didn't do that. Rachel did it.
That's right. She did it. She's the real magician.
That's right.
I am just the front man.
That's right. So it was fun.
Hey, guess who's back?
Who's back? Guess who's back?
It says the real CY6.
Yeah. They were there from the last show. Hello,
yep.
Hello, welcome. So yeah.
Wow. Hello.
That's awesome. So yeah,
Now,
we just been.
You know what's coming up, right?
I don't know what's. Oh, I do know what's coming up because we were talking about
one of your favorite days of the year.
I'm not that into it anymore because it's just dangerous now.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Especially with social media and TikTok. Yes.
Yeah, people are more sensitive now too. They want to be, but April Fools.
And please don't do your shoelaces untied.
Why? That's a good one. Made you look.
Made you look. April Fools.
I'm too old to go, Daddy.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, are you my grandkid?
I just want to say, Daddy. That would freak people out. Knock on their door, up their door, and go, "Are you Mr. Whatever?" Because people used to have their name like welcome
in the mailboxes. Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Jones and all that stuff, and then you go, "You're my father."
Are you my dad?
My mom said you are my father.
Yeah.
That's a mean April Fool's joke.
It really is, especially if there's a jealous wife in the room.
But that's a good April Fool's joke. So maybe we get some of the young TikTokers to go do that.
Oh God, just what we need. We'll become influencers.
We're influencing influencers.
There we go.
Who do that? But yeah. And then obviously the computer jokes where you can take a screenshot of somebody's screen, then delete all the icons, and then use the screenshot as the wallpaper. Then they can't click on any of their icons.
That's always fun. Yep.
That one's fun. What else is out there in the world for April Fool's jokes? What are good April Fool's jokes now? There aren't any.
No, that's what we talk about every year. And you always get disappointed that there's nothing good. It's all the same old crap.
Yeah. So
that's why I said don't do the shoelace thing. I mean,
Reader's Digest.
If there's 4, it works.
Babies born on March 31st are the easiest to prank on April Fools. They were literally all born yesterday.
That's right.
Wow. What were you born yesterday?
Yeah, 30 years
April
ago.
Fools is like a huge open mic night. Millions of people go out of their way to demonstrate how unfunny they are.
There you go.
What monsters play April Fool's jokes? Frankenstein's monsters. I thought this would. Okay, so these are April Fool's jokes. They're not jokes you can play on people. They're April Fool's jokes.
Yes.
Oh, Scott.
So it would be April Fool's gags.
Scott.
Steve.
Do you think April Fool's is in a day in honor of you?
Well, if I had the right costume on, it would be. I do have a Jester's costume.
Wow. You know that no one understood it was an April Fool's joke, right, Scott? When you did it, nobody understood it because no one expected you to have a sense of humor.
Ooh. It's like one of those burn ones, right?
What's a stepladder's favorite holiday? April Stools Day. That's not,
that could be used in many different ways.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. All right, so these are jokes about April Fools. They're not. Here's pranks. Okay, funniest pranks to pull. Here you go. Pranks for everybody coming up. Ready? They talk about the screen one. Oh my God, this would be so wrong. Print out get some health department signs and get the ones that say this property is infested with bugs and then tape it on people's doors.
Ooh. That's kind of mean.
That would be bad. Invest in a bag of fake ants and then sprinkle them in your child's lunch.
See, now, okay. Halloween time, I had a bag of bugs and I had saved them. And I must admit that to prank a friend of mine on his birthday, I sprinkled a few of them at the bottom of his cake.
Okay, don't do this one. This one I've heard. You unscrew the Oreos, you take the paste, the cream out, and fill it with toothpaste, and then bring it to work. No. Oh, reverse the mouse on somebody. Go in there, do the settings, make them left-handed instead of right-handed.
Okay.
So the buttons are backwards.
For those of you who don't know that, yes, you can do that on your mics. It's just in the programming.
Yeah, it's just mice settings.
Or settings, I should say.
Yeah, spoonful of sugar. Open up a salt shaker and tuck a piece of towel over the top of it so they can't get it out. Put a teaspoon or so of sugar and screw the lid back on. Next person to use it will have salt or sugar instead of salt. No. Twist out the top of your loved one's deodorant about 2 inches. Remove it and spoon and replace it with cream cheese.
Ooh.
No.
That has potential.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Especially with that new private parts deodorant.
Oh, my God. That's so bad. Make a fake sundae with mashed potatoes.
Did that in the day, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But as an FYI, I did use instant potatoes. That way, since they were going to be ruined anyway, because they're crappy. So I did not waste real food.
The old stapler to Jell-O trick. Yeah, putting stuff in Jell-O is always fun.
Shoot, that reminds me.
What? Shoot, bang.
I bought a from the magic store back in the day. I bought a bag of fake cockroaches and I put them in an ice cube tray and put the ice cubes in people's drinks, and then the cockroaches would float. They're fake, but it still freaked them out.
Okay, how is this even a joke? Pull the old switcheroo on the bathroom toilet paper roll, replacing it with a large roll of white duct tape.
First of all, it's not going to peel.
They're going to know, but I mean, they'll go in the bathroom and they won't realize it until it's too late.
That could be a problem. Okay, I'll go along with it.
But that's stupid. We use duct tape here.
Hey, you're not getting clean? Let the duct tape do its job.
Oh, I've never heard of this one. How have I never heard of this joke? And you could do this. Duct tape a harmonica under the front bumper of someone's car.
Okay.
As they get going, the air blows through.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
Okay. The problem is in the old days, that would have been funny. But in the new, well, I suppose if you're in town where you're only doing 35, it might be okay. But if you blow too hard in a harmonica, it stops working.
Well, yeah, you'll wreck it, but
Yeah.
it's a prank.
Right.
Yeah, that's funny. Buy a box. Oh, I've seen these too, but that's not funny. You buy a box of donuts, leave the donuts at home and replace it with celery and carrots and cauliflower. So you put the box of donuts on the office desk and they open it up and it's a veggie tray.
Donuts! Hey, what a moron!
So, all right. That's enough of that. Yeah.
Hey, guess who's here? Andrew!
Andrew, good evening, Andrew. How are things in Belgium? Oh, so he didn't see where's my picture? I closed it. Let me open it back up. So,
I told him about the Danish cheese that I had last week.
Oh, the Havate. How do you say Havate?
Havarte.
Havate. Where did I put the pictures? Oh, here it is. This one. This one. This one.
This one.
Scott loves when I share.
It just makes me so warm and fuzzy inside.
They had a special, and the special was burger, fries, and a beer for $11. Not bad. The beer was Delirium, Belgian beer. I actually got Delirium how cool is that? So that's not bad for an $11 meal.
No, not at all.
Yeah. The appetizer that you saw there was extra, but
Delirium Tremors.
that was good.
Tremens.
Yeah. So I had Belgian beer in St. Pete's, Florida. It was good. And that was one of the ones that we taste tested on our show. We got to do that again. I like the Let's Drink Belgian Beer show. So that was fun.
Andrew's like, I could drink Belgian beer. After all, we're the king of beer.
I didn't see the bottle, so I don't know. It said it was delirium on the menu. So when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get that." I got it. I remember it tasting like the Belgian beer that I had, so that was good.
Yep.
But that's all I remember.
Yes, because you had too many of them.
Yeah, I was blackout drunk
after one beer because you're a lightweight now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a lightweight, so it's going to take more than one beer to get me drunk. But
so anyway, since we're down to like 15 minutes of showtime left, we better keep moving.
What subject would you like to cover then?
Well,
of all those subjects that are there, you put some in there because you saw that I was I don't know what I was
on the road again. On the road.
Yeah.
Okay. I did get a kick out of the Las Vegas Strip welcoming back a certain event that put the Sin in Sin City.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because that was cool that they announced that. That's right. CES2 is back. Now, do you know why I call it CES2?
No.
Okay. Do you know what CES stands for? Wait a minute. BRB very fast. Okay.
He's going to go look to see what the label is on the beer.
Everybody, we need to stop the show. So Andrew,
wait for Andrew to come back.
No, yeah, no, we'll jump back to that. He must have some in the refrigerator, which is cool. But CES is the Consumer Electronics Show. And
yes. I should have known that.
You know what forwarded the Consumer Electronics back in the 60s or 70s or 80s? When was Betamax?
70s.
When did Betamax come out?
I'm pretty sure it was the 70s.
God, I am so tired. I'm not tired. I'm out of sync. Yeah, 1975. Do you know what drove Betamax sales and why videotapes got to where they were?
The adult movie industry.
That's right. The adult movie industry is what pushed electronics forward. They've also pushed the internet forward.
Correct.
But because of COVID, CES has been down. So the adult movie industry is actually claiming responsibility, or people are saying that they're responsible for making the popularity of the Consumer Electronics Show so popular back in the late 70s.
Right.
They were like, because they were at the Consumer Electronics Show. And then the Consumer Electronics Show said, maybe not so much.
Yes.
So they created their own show called the AVN, Adult Video
Network.
Yeah, the Adult Video Network. And all of the porn stars and everything will be in town. They're back. It's back. They've canceled the last couple of years, but it's back.
Yes.
They're going to be at the
it's actually an
Resorts
entertaining
World
show. It's like watching the Oscars only with a bunch of half-naked people.
Yeah, when they get awards for
wait a minute,
best newcomer.
The Oscars people are half-naked nowadays.
Best newcomer. Yeah, it's an interesting show to see who goes to the show, how they, it's fun to hang out on the strip during any weird show like this.
Exactly.
It's fun to hang out on the strip during this show. It's fun to hang out on the strip during the roller derby show. When the roller derby show comes through town, it's fun to hang out on the strip when I forget.
How about Comic-Con?
When our Comic-Con is more anime here.
Oh, really?
Than Comic-Con, because the true Comic-Con's in San Diego, so they just go to San Diego.
Right.
So the one here is more anime. It's fun to go when EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival, that's the big rave they have out of the Speedway, comes to town. That's those are fun to go down to the strip and people watch. If you're a people watcher, right? Not as much fun to watch when the people come in town for the marathon. World of Concrete. The World of Concrete is fun to go check out all the outside displays. They have got some amazing freaking displays. I've been told that I can't think of the name of the auto show that comes through with all the aftermarket parts. What the heck is that show called, Scott?
You got me because I don't do any of the car stuff.
Yeah.
You should have known better than to ask you about that one.
Aftermarket.
You want to talk about D&D or Magic the Gathering or any of that kind of stuff?
It's got some letters. What is it called? SEMA. SEMA show. That's in November.
Cool.
Is the premier automotive specialty products, right? Trade event in the world. Read more. SEMAshow.com.
So what I'm curious about is while you were doing that, and we were doing this while Andrew went running away, I wonder if he found a bottle of Pink Pig beer.
Well, it says yes. The Comic-Con or more. Comic-Con or more.
Anime.
Comic-Con. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of anime. So whatever. It's all good. But San Diego is supposed to be the good one. Never been to it.
Did you find a bottle, Andrew?
Yes. No,
okay.
He didn't. That's a bummer. Send him some alcohol, would you?
I would have popped you on the show and you could have shown it to us.
Yeah.
All right. So what else you want to talk about?
Hang on. You mentioned and this has got to be it. We got to do my favorite thing that Scott loves me to do.
You're going to have to sing the ABBA song Waterloo now, isn't it? How about that as Waterloo? Yeah.
I didn't know they had swag. But yes.
Ooh, looky. But it's a pink elephant. That's not a pink. Yep. It's an elephant, not a pig.
They call them pigs in Belgium. You didn't know that?
No.
Well, now
why would you call an elephant a pig when a pig's a pig? An elephant's an elephant.
I like the swag. Because, if you get that drunk.
Oh, I see. If you're drunk, that's a pig. Okay, I get it now.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why there's a gnome riding the
elephant.
Yeah, but that's what I had. Oh, those are cool glasses. Little offset stem. But that's where I learned, and Andrew, thank you, that they sell the glasses, and it looks small, but that glass was a full bottle of beer. That glass holds the whole bottle. That's so crazy.
It is.
I said, no way. And the guy, way. And I, no way. The guy went, way. And I did it again. No way. And the guy said, wait. Then I poured it in and I went, way. So the dwarf is on the label.
No, the dwarf is the label.
The elephant's a dwarf elephant.
No,
so it fits on the label.
The thing that you called a gnome is a dwarf.
No, Brian Williams is a dwarf.
That's true.
Brian Williams is a very funny comedian. And one of the casualties of COVID here in Las Vegas is one of our Cirque shows, Zumanity. It was kind of like a topless Cirque show with topless acrobats. And I'm like how much spinning do you really want to do and do the silk thing topless, right?
Right.
I'm like, no. So they've replaced the show, and the show is going to be called Big Apple, The Big Apple.
So now they're going to be bottomless. I get it.
Well, they're going to have, what the heck? They're going to have Elmo, the guy in New York, just come and molest you.
Oh, I thought it was Tickle Me Elmo.
And then, yeah. Well, you know about that, right? The New York.
I don't know nothing because it's the Don't Know Show.
Well, you know about Elmo, right? In Times Square. There's a dirty Elmo. Please tell me you.
There's a dirty Elmo. All right, let's see. They want
What's
to
it
give
called?
me cookies. They want to give me cookies.
What cookies?
Andrew put a link in there, so I'm checking
Well,
out the
pop
link.
it open while I'm trying to find this
I'm not
stupid
gonna.
show.
You want me to pop this one open?
Well,
I suppose I can do that. Let's do share screen. Click on this button here and share it. Blink. There. Are you guys seeing it? All right. Oops. Okay.
What's that?
I don't see an X on how to make.
That's the last show. That's due to translate. Oh, Mad Apple, called the Mad Apple.
Oh yeah, see the dwarf guy.
Yeah, but that's not delirium.
Or is
He's a gnome. In the United States, we call them gnomes.
Gnome, gnome, gnome.
Gnome, gnome.
Num 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 num. Oh, I forgot to do this first.
All right, so stop showing so I can show.
I dude.
All right, so this is the new Cirque show called the Mad Apple, right?
Okay.
So it's gonna be cool, I guess. And then about the show, there he is. Me?
Oh yeah, I recognize him.
He's funny. He's a funny dude. I got to meet him. He came in and did a show before COVID at Tony Shea at Zappos headquarters. He did a big comedy festival, and one of my other friends introduced me to him. He is a genuinely funny dude. And one of my favorite jokes, he says, I always drink for free. He goes, because either way, no matter where I go, they go, we're getting this midget drunk. Shit's going to go down.
There you go.
Everyone wants to see him drunk. But yes, I guess they do, the balancing and
Didn't
singing
he have a cameo appearance in something recently?
I have no idea. I don't, I don't even pub him. I don't tell him his names, but yeah, I have no idea. Stop share.
Yeah. Hey, guess what you got to do, by the way? You got to update your Google Chrome.
Who does?
You do.
Why?
Look up by your name.
Oh, it says update. They've been doing that like every week lately.
Sometimes 3 times a week.
Well, and you got to shut everything down and bring it back up, and it never comes back up the right way. So, yeah, I'm not in any hurry to do that. So, where are we on the show board and or time?
Well, we got 2 minutes left.
All right. So we talked about AVN. We're going to pull that out. We'll pull out the Florida thing. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's a good one to talk about, but it's going to take time. So,
all right. So we'll talk about those next week. So I will paste those over there.
Or if you can't get any internet, I will be talking about it next week.
Yes. Thank you all for being in and contributing and chatting with us on Twitch. We really, really, really appreciate that. When we do the rebroadcast, they don't see that, right? Yeah, they don't see the chat. So they just have to know what we're saying. We're
correct.
We should just do a whole show where we make stuff up, and we'll just do a whole show on people chatting with us.
You mean we're not making this stuff up?
And pretend. Yeah. So wait, did I move those?
Who knows?
I thought I moved them. All right. I did move them. Okay. So this is a serious thing, actually.
Very much so.
Word of the week.
But it's sort of one with that one that we just moved. That's why I chose that word.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk. Do you want to do a different word?
No, it's too late. So
no, it's not. We can do a different word.
Then
somebody
you got to find one
word that you don't know what it means in the chat. What?
Then you got to do it because you're faster than I am.
I just want to see if they can come up with a word really quick.
Mrs. Casey Marie, are you still here?
Nobody's typing a word we don't know.
Type in an English word that you know the meaning of or can get the meaning of very quickly.
Well, I can get it really quickly and she can correct it.
We can't use Andrew's nope because everybody knows that nope means no.
Yep, she's there. We want to save our word of the week for next week, so we want to come up with a new word. What words do English-speaking people use that's weird, or New Zealanders use that are weird? Is that a really weird? Is that a word? Servant night? H-U-U-U-U. Is that a word?
H-E-U-U-U. I think that's Hugh from the board.
Casey Marie, what's? Is that the word? What's? What is what's? That's what is for us. What's going on? All right, Andrew, you're not helping.
It's typed. Aha. Have you been drinking beer again?
Ha.
It's like, what do you mean again? I never stopped.
Ha. That's a song. Aha. Was it Aha? Was the name of the band?
Aha was the name of the band, yes. Take On Me was their number one hit.
Yeah, Ha.
Oh, you're at work.
Better known as
and you're using your phone at work. Naughty, but we love you for it.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you for that.
Well, you need to do Chloe or Chloe?
LOL.
It's LOL with a K in front of it because you got chubby fingers.
Ha is onomatopoeic representation of laughter. Oh, okay. So you took us to it. So ha is an onomatopoeic representation of laughter. Ha is various also referred to. So what is onomatopoeic? Well, wait a minute. What?
We talked about onomatopoeia in our previous show, but that was a while ago.
That was disease. Talked about the disease onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. This is great. I love when they do this. So the chase is on. Onomatopoeic is using or relating to onomatopoeia. So you go from, but I know what it is without finding it, but do you know what it is without finding it? What the whole idea of an onomatopoeic word is?
Okay. It says.
No, don't look it up. Do you know?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading Casey Marie's thing.
Oh.
What did you say?
Oh, pronounced Wanu, pronounced Farnow. Kind of means family. No, Ohana means family.
Onomatopoeia.
All
right. Well.
All right. So Wanu. Oh, it's got a minus sign over the first A. It is New Zealand English. So what tribes? Wanu political below level meaning is a verb meaning to be born or given birth. Ooh.
And just so you know, I'm sure Casey doesn't understand you because nobody understands you.
Why? Why you can't understand me?
Andrew.
Wanu is
Andrew says Casey understands me.
A majority language. I'm probably saying that wrong. M.A. Rory language. Word for extended family. Oh, you guys are all our Wanus.
Yes. You're all our extended family. If you are one of our viewers, you are an extended family now.
Yes.
But no, you're not going to be in my will.
That's a good one. But
because I don't have any.
So that's cool. Contemporary understandings.
All right. Cool.
So, but you never finish what onomatopoeia is. It's a word that sounds like it makes the sound when you say it. Like bang. Bang is the sound it makes. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Is that Jay?
Yeah.
And Jay injured himself. Scott's brother, Jay. Hurt himself.
Well, they reattached everything, and he's got a shitload of stitches in his finger.
Oh God! I think they reattached it this late.
I'm still not going to show you people because it's pretty damn gross.
How far did he go? Where did it come?
Just the first knuckle, but
from the looks of it,
from the looks of it, okay. I will. You can see which finger was it?
It doesn't matter. Don't use the middle finger.
It's a ring finger. Okay. Let's see if I can get close enough. Okay. If you turn it this way, it went. Went here underneath the nail, almost to the bend, right?
Oh, so he took his whole fingerprint off.
Yes.
Tell him there's easier ways to do that.
Yeah, I know. It's called sandpaper or acid.
Wow. Well, there's easier ways than that too.
Yeah.
So okay, that sucks. Did I not turn my backlights on again? I did not turn my backlights on.
I don't know, but we're at the end of the show now. So
why don't you say that? So as it gets darker, I start to look yellow. Oh my God!
Call me mellow yellow. Quiet rights. It's like
there's a loud noise outside.
I could have sworn somebody was shooting a gun off across the street at the bar today, but no cops came. So
I opened this up. I had the app open. I think that's when you called in, and I didn't. And then I started looking. You never say nothing. You don't care. You don't care. I look bad enough, and he doesn't care.
Andrew goes, Scott tried to put his fingers together, made me laugh because I'm looking at the screen instead of my fingers. So I was like off. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. See, now I don't look yellow. I don't have jaundice.
Nope.
So thank you very much for that.
Oh.
What?
You know that I got the streaming services, so we're binge watching a lot of shows. And the new Doogie Howser, it's got a different Doogie Hanalea or something like that.
Yeah, the girl in Hawaii. Yeah.
And she's got that little ring around her camera, and they're now everywhere. And at the Walmart, they've got a big 12-inch one that even goes in multiple colors and stuff for better lighting.
Well, they've had those for a long time. They're called ring lights, Scott.
Yes, but now they're huge. They used to be really expensive.
Size or popular.
Yeah, because the one that she's got is like this big. The ones that
that's because
like
they used to be for photographers to put around their camera lens.
Yes.
And if you ever watch somebody do an interview or something like that, if they have glasses on like this, you'll see the ring lights in their glasses. So they've been around for a long time. It's not something that TikTokers invented or anything like that.
No, but they created one that comes with a mount for your camera. You put your camera in the ring. Pretty cool.
Right. They also have ones where they do videos where the people take the ring over their head and they lift it off and there's somebody different.
Okay. Yeah.
You watch this. Oh my God. The Don't Know Show. Scott
you know me. I avoid commercials.
Just discovering ring lights. I had a ring light on my camera. Remember when I do the What Happened in Las Vegas thing, go out and do the shows, I put the ring light over my phone and it clipped on your phone and went around the camera on your phone so you could, never mind. We talked about it. I brought it on the show. I've shown it.
Was it more than 3 hours ago? And you expect me to remember this?
Pre-COVID.
Oh, that's even worse. I don't remember shit.
So, all right. So everybody go like this.
Yeah, everybody try to get your fingers to go together on camera.
Wait, there's the camera. Okay. Well, wait, that's the camera on delay, so I can't do that one.
I know. That's what was part of the problem. I was looking at the wrong one.
You're on the wrong camera? Okay.
Like, oops, shit, wrong one.
All right. Well, with that, I want to say thank you all for watching. I may or may not be here next week, depending on how good the internet connection is or what we're doing in Florida next week. But I'll be back in Florida visiting my dinosaur friend.
There you go. And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. I did post when I was in Florida this last week. I will post again when I'm in Florida so you guys can follow what's going on. I will probably be every night because we will golf during the day or be out on the boat and then going out to dinners. So much for me losing weight again this week. I will be working on that because I have to, because my doctor hates me because I'm overweight and I'm just not taking care of myself. So
your doctor doesn't hate you because you keep giving him money. He loves you.
Yeah, but I got to get my hyperactivity.
He's just aggravated with you. That's it.
I got to get my hyperactivity back in because I don't want him to throw me in a hospital.
So, I understand. Trust me.
Well, if I keep going this way, that's where I'm going. You know what I mean? It's,
yes,
and that's what that doctor will tell you, hey, stop taking care of yourself. You're just at it. All these things are going to happen. Okay. Well, I better stop before all those things happen.
Exactly.
So with that, I want to say live every day, kind of, but stay alive. So do things to stay alive every day. And we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Thanks. Bye.